Conor, Benn, bro. What's going? What? So they've lost the appeal. They've lost the appeal.
But what was that document though? Because there was that doc.
Well, listen, yeah, this is where it gets interesting. So the National Anti-Doping Panel have cleared Benn to resume last summer. UKAD challenged it, and they've been successful.
Damn.
It's unclear where this leaves things though regarding the suspension, right? But it's techie, man. So basically, just trying to get the hot take.
The UKAD said we're gonna go and so whatever they said that was right before and they're innocent. UKAD said we don't believe you. Show us. They've taken it to a court of arbitration or whatever, and the court have said, "Hey, yep, we stand with UKAD." Is what I'm hearing.
Yep, that's right. So basically, part of the argument deployed by Benn's legal team is believed to have nosed on the right of UKAD to rule on samples collected by Avada. So if we're to interpret that correctly, basically they're kind of like, you guys don't have the right to make the decision you made, and that's like the base of the argument. So it apparently didn't include any information on the science explaining why clomiphene was found in his system. It's currently unclear what the next steps are. But yeah, bro.
So what I'm hearing, what I'm understanding from what you're telling me right now is they're saying UKAD should never have been involved in him being cleared or him being in this. UKAD don't have a right to tell me I'm allowed to come back or not.
Based on what VADA's situation is.
But then UKAD are saying, no, we can because we're us and our legal case is basically that. So the legal case is not really about the science. It's
the
about
legal case wasn't about the science. The legal case was about the right to say the right to decide what you decided.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? So it's one of the ones where it's just like you flagged my thing, but I'm saying you don't have the right to flag this.
Because these lot are bigger than you. That's VADA.
And I passed your test. So that's probably was the angle. I passed your test.
No, they're saying, well, they haven't put the test on. They're not adding the test to the conversation, remember? They're saying that.
But the argument would be, I passed.
Which test did he pass?
He passed their test.
But he didn't pass the VADA one.
He didn't pass the VADA one. And then they failed him because of the VADA thing.
But why it's confusing is because he's saying, don't respect... They're like, well, we respect the VADA thing. And it's like, no, but you don't have a right to respect the VADA thing.
Man said respect your thing. Your thing's good.
Respect your thing.
You should be happy for me because I done your thing properly.
But then when do
Man said, no, it's one of those in the movies where they just go, but what about shh? That's none of you.
Yeah, because this is the way it's confusing. Because my thing is, so acknowledge their test because it's the best one, because it didn't catch me. Yeah. But then I don't have a right to say if you're allowed to fight or not.
Yeah, because you should be
so
happy.
I have authority, but I don't have authority at times.
I just don't. It depends. It depends, yeah. I guess it depends on what the history shows. Do you know what I mean? Somebody in the comments, please just clarify the information here, because my thing is, if they've previously ignored a VADA test, and then this time now they're ignoring the VADA test. Oh, sorry, they're including the VADA test. Then that suggests, okay, why is it different? But yeah, no, if this is their standard protocol, then
well, if you go because my thing is that before you could argue this. This was a great argument when we was trying to do this before. They've gone to it. They've gone to another body, another group, another courtroom, and said, "This is what we're arguing on unfair grounds, pretty much." Yeah,
right.
And they said, "We've looked at all the evidence. We stand with these lot." Now, all I would say is, this hasn't worked. You have to go and because even remember he wasn't even going to give them the dossier, the paperwork, and all this other dumb stuff. Like, I don't want to have to prove myself, bro. This has been the longest. I don't want to have to prove myself, but because I just don't want to. I feel like remember when you were saying some silly stuff about just pride and how I feel about stuff, bro. Yeah. This has been too long. Right now, tell Tuck. It's a tell Tuck situation. Go back, tell Tuck, and say, look. Whatever you lot are saying now, because he's been out the ring,
he's been out the ring in the UK for too long, bro. We don't want any more of those America.
2 years? Are we almost at 2 years?
Yeah, I think so. I just don't want any more of these America bouts with these guys. Like, come back over here, bro. Like, I reckon it's gonna be a thing where it's like, look, man,
time served.
It's done now. Go and chat to these men because they can't backdate the ban. Backdate the ban. 2 years. What can be said?
But then it's basically saying that his future in boxing is uncertain, bro.
Not really. Yeah. I mean, you gotta remember, like, we do have short memories in this thing, fam. Like, he just needs to have a serious fight, a Eubank Jr. thing or whoever. And remember, he's been in the ring twice now, I think it was. So he's not, the rust that it's not there like that. Do you know what I mean? We just need you to fight in the UK to get your career moving forward. Because you're not supposed to be fighting at 1 o'clock in the afternoon in Las Vegas, bro.
No way.
That's not your story, fam. You're supposed to be on your ascendance to superstardom. And trying to save that, you need to do that from over here. Do you know what I mean?
He just needs to. My thing for him now is, bro, like, this is long now. This is
it's long. It's long.
It's long. It's long. It's good. It's got so convoluted. I don't even care about innocence or like.
That's where I'm at.
Or innocence or guilt now. I'm like, oh, you lot, like, this has been the longest saga.
It's getting dumb now.
It's getting dumb.
And Dillian just got back. He's back in the ring.
Yeah, but then again, it's just how you, again, as we say before, how you approach these things and your attitude towards these things make it play big dividends. He took them on, them not took them on, and they didn't have enough weapons. They didn't have enough weaponry to go against what UKAD was, because obviously everyone was looking at UKAD like, right, if this really works, he's kind of basically said, well, they have no control. You know, boxing control, this, that, and the other. Well, because let's never forget, he was supposed to fight Eubank, and UKAD said, all right, I'm not UKAD. Boxing Board of Control said, I dare you to fight him, see if you can still got a license. See how the fight just went. With all the money that was available. He said, nah, the threats were real. And remember, it goes into that thing of what Senior was saying when he's like, it's not going to happen. Why is it not going to happen?
I know the boss. I know the boss.
I know the boss.
I honestly think, at the heart of all this is Chris Eubank Sr. was absolutely involved in cutting this thing off. Absolutely, bro.
Now we can't put that past. We can't put it past him.
Not with the way Eubank Sr.'s gone on since. Do you know what I mean? And it's one of them ones where it's like, I'm indifferent to whether or not I think that was right or wrong. Just because I think there's some loaded parts of his relationship with his son in there, why you'd want to not have that fight go ahead. And I also think there's that thing of, you know, if I'm not involved, you're not using my name to go and do that. You're not doing that.
I think he blames others. He believes, this is the thing, whatever's happened with Conor, something happened with Conor's situation. He believes Conor had nothing to do with it. And it was the people around Conor that happened to put stuff into contaminated Conor somehow, but it had nothing to do, because every time he speaks, he's always in a strong defense of Conor. But then at the same time, he's like, but then you lot could have killed my son. My son was weight trained. So now, guess what? Everything's getting mashed up.
But this is my thing, right? So I believe that he and Nigel have a relationship that he's quite protective over.
Yeah.
And he knows that dies if it turns into a your son to my son conversation. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's like he obviously has a beef with the establishment, the matchrooms and all this. He has that beef there. So he's protecting the relationships that are up close and making it about, you guys did that to my boy. But I don't even know if he's allowed himself to possibly register the fact that if there is something in there, suppose he knew.
This is the thing.
I don't think he's not allowing himself to frame it that way.
Never. He's never done that. But in Warrior Cult, it's very strange. But then at the same time, what he also is not allowing is my man can't be signed off, because if he's signed off to fight in the UK, he's fighting the son again without his involvement. So guess what? You stay in limbo. Stay in limbo until this is not a valuable fight anymore for my son. This is not a valuable route anymore.
And then by that time, Harlem will come up, and then Harlem kind of gets the take. It's an interesting situation. I think on the Benn side, they've got to just now go to the board and just say, listen, do what you're going to do then, innit? Like, yeah. I remember, there was one time at school, bro, I got into this mad situation. Basically, I told, this teacher said that I said to shut up, right? And it was a whole thing, fam. Like, my brethren who sat next to me, this guy was backing me up, but I didn't know he was backing me up. I said he said it. It was all over the place. I didn't know. I mean, he weren't like my boy. Like, we were cool and stuff like that. But you know, when you're in that saving yourself thing, I was just like, what? I didn't say it. Then who said it? Because it's only you two back there. I was like, I didn't say it. So I don't know what that means for who said it. But he's saying he didn't say it. So anyway, I'm just like, I don't know who said it. At this point, when I hear that he's backing me up, I'm like, I don't know who said it, bro. Bro, I'm talking weeks, bro. Weeks. My parents had to meet the teacher, bro, the head of year, sitting me down one-on-one, and he's doing the strong interrogation thing. Sat me down and stared at me for like 7 minutes before he said anything. Did you say? I was like, right, you're really trying to break my consciousness. So now, me being sick on Trav, I'm seeing it as a competition. All right, let's see who's gonna win this one then, baby. Like, it's just madness. Anyway, this went on for so long, bro. There was a time at the end, I just wanted to just go, you know what? I did it. I did it. I dropped the screw in the tune-up. And because I just wanted it to end. It's at that point now, where Conor probably just thinks, you know what? Just let it end, fam. Do what you're going to do. Give me whatever the back date, because it's going to be a back date. If they give him 2 years from today, they are on crack.
Wait,
take
2
years
backdated.
2 years backdated. 2 years backdated. Run it. It affects nothing. Move forward, fam.
Yeah. He has to accept that. He said he's willing to fight this and fight innocence for it to his death. But it's like, bro, it's long now. Now it's just
don't die for this one, bro.
Don't die for this one, bro. Like, however, you're not gonna change opinions in it. Like, all you can do is make people rate you as a fighter now. If you try to even if you say you're innocent and you say fight tooth and nail for that innocent badge, it won't matter. People made up their mind. Sometimes the truth is not even that important anyway. It's like we've decided now. This is who you are. It's the X jokes are gonna drop. Everything's gonna be in there, and it's like, bro,
just fight through it.
Fight through it. The way Fury made back from Bull Meat and stuff.
Yeah.
Why can't you? You know what I'm saying? Like, you've just drawn so much attention to it. It's just affected everything. So I personally, for me, just would like to see him again involved again. That's how I felt from the beginning. I was like, "Raw, take the ban, take whatever it takes, keep it moving."
Absolutely.
All right,
let's